The reality of being an entrepreneur. Is it tough? Is it hard? How do you get good at it? Hey, I'm Donnie Bovian, the CEO and founder of Success Champions Networking and the author of Endless Streamer Referrals. This is Growth Mode, where we talk about sales, business development, and business growth for salespeople and business owners. Hanging out with me, as always, my buddy Kevin Snow, a sales and automation tactician and genius. And hang around as we talk about the truths and realities of being an entrepreneur. All right, Kevin. Man, I can tell you for the last almost 4 years of building a business, it's coming up on 4 years here, and no one prepares you for what it's going to be like building a business. I actually thought it was going to be fucking easy to build a company, build a business, and, I was going to be spending my time, in some sort of freedom mode building a business.
That is
How about you?
that's pretty much what all the marketing says. every time
Right.
you see anything about being a business owner, it's all, you're on the beach, you're on vacations, you're out on your yacht. It's not, oh, you're still sitting at your computer at midnight working on things, doing bookkeeping. Public perception of being a business owner is that you are making a ton of money, like right away,
Yeah.
and that's not how it
Yeah. I
works.
mean, as a kid, the idea of being an entrepreneur wasn't something that even popped in my head.
Nope.
I didn't even understand what a business owner really was growing up, or how all that functioned. So I had no idea that you could start your own company. Not like the generation that's coming up now, that everybody's running their own little businesses and side gigs and everything. For me, becoming a business owner was a massive mental leap from following a career of basically being told what to do, having expectations put in front of me, and having to go meet those goals and expectations. Versus now I run my own business, now I run my own company, and now I have to set my own expectations. I have to set my own vision. I have to set my own accountability measures. And oh my God, I got to put a team together, and I've got to put a structure together. I've got to put process together. Oh fuck, now I got to handle accounting. Now I got to handle billing. Oh shit, now I got to be out there selling. And it's this volume and onslaught of thinking, of doing, of action, of mental exhaustion. It's a lot of shit thrown at you in a very, very short amount of time. And it is by far the hardest, most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. Because I know I said it really hard about all the things hitting you from all different directions, but at the end of the day, you're building something that is 100% yours, that will get you to some sort of freedom. You just got to get excited about waking up every fucking morning, getting slammed right in the fucking face with a big ass 2x4 and going, well, that sucked, but we get to do it again tomorrow.
Yep.
For me, that's being an entrepreneur. So, you know, for you, Kevin, when you're on your journey and you're kind of going through it and you're building your company out and you're putting time on target together, how many pivots, and I'll answer this too, how many pivots have you made in your business to
Yeah.
get to here?
He asks this because he knows the number is really big. Yeah. What I started Time on Target to do originally is not even remotely close to what Time on Target does now. I'm going to say I made probably two huge pivots, and then everything after that, I narrowed the focus down probably 3 or 4 more times, where it was just, all right, we're getting rid of services. We're not doing this anymore. we're focusing on this thing, and now we're focusing on this thing, and now this little thing is where we're going to make all our money. So yeah, two big pivots and changes in what we were doing, and then a lot of narrowing down as I figured out what I really enjoyed doing and where there was this huge need that people weren't actually focused on the way I was focusing on it.
Yeah, for sure. And for me, I don't know how many pivots it was, but it's a shit ton. Because, when I first started, I was under a non-compete that I couldn't talk about sales, sales training, sales management, which is my bread and butter, which is everything I know. So, I came out the gate as a damn success coach. And to this day, I don't know what the fuck a success coach is, and obviously a success coach was building websites, doing graphic design, doing video editing, motivational speaking, writing books, podcasting. It was a little bit of fucking everything. And, it took a combination for me of my non-compete, um, going away, and me finding businesses, truthfully finding Kevin to help me wrap my head around a lot of things. And we still have a massive amount of businesses we're doing together, and we're working on. But I think for me, all the pivots, all the changes, all the things that I did to build Success Champions, I can look back on a lot of those and go, okay, that pivot taught me this. That business I was doing taught me this. And I think we've applied a lot of those things moving forward. But I think often it's a combination of what's the actual revenue model, what's bringing in the money, how do we do that properly, and how do we make this into something. And even with Success Champions now, we're finally getting the whole structure together of, we have three main core focuses of Success Champions: networking, the Champions Tables Mastermind, and then Kevin and I do some one-on-one coaching with clients and consultants on sales, business development, getting all their automation right. And I think it's taken us to go down all these paths to bring this all together, because we had to go fuck up a lot to figure out what worked. And Kevin and I have sat here many times going, well, that was fucking dumb. We shouldn't have gone that direction, but we've learned from that moment, been able to move on.
Well, and the conversation prior to that was usually, oh, this is going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, the best thing ever, right?
So, but that's a huge part of being an entrepreneur, is you need to, you can't be risk adverse. You need to be willing to go out and try something and be prepared for it to blow up in your face. But then to be able to not just look at that failure and say, well, I failed again. But to look at it and say, all right, so why didn't it work? And it did work that we can make better and use. And that's why for the Success Champions company, our motto is, let's go break shit. Because that is literally how we build one brand into now 6 companies doing multiple things, is because we've been willing to go out and break things and figure out what of that thing that we just broke worked, what didn't, and then fix the stuff that didn't. And that's really what entrepreneurs do if they want to grow.
Yeah, for sure. And you said it, it's the ability to go taste, try, sample, do things to learn. And, but I think, and this is the part I'm not always good at, is slowing down and actually making something work. Because Kevin will tell you, I'm great at, hey, I've got the next great thing. I've got this idea. I've got something we should try. And his first response usually now is, fuck. Because I'm going to be gung-ho for the next 24 hours. Like, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And be like, fuck, let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. And then, I don't always put the forethought into, well, fuck, how are we going to make money from that thing? How does that fit into the overall mold? So Kevin has to a lot of times reel me in that exasperated eye roll look of, how somebody talks to a puppy? That's how Kevin talks to me sometimes. He's like,
no.
All right, look.
The funny thing about you just saying that is, I was just you're going to make the comment that Donnie's like my hunting dog when I have him out in the field. It's like, ooh, there's a bird here. Oh, there's one over here. And, oh, look, there's a bird. Oh, bird over here. And literally just running all over the field. I'm like, this is Donnie on business on a daily basis. And so, yeah, it is kind of like having a puppy.
And I think a lot of the success we've found is by having somebody that has the talents and skills of opposite of what you're great at, and be able to have the fuck you conversations without getting pissed off. There's quite often where Kevin will look at me and say, well, if you'd have done X, I'm like, fuck, I know I'm supposed to, but I hate doing that shit, but I gotta do it any goddamn way. Or I'll get on Kevin's ass. I'm like, shit, you didn't get this done. And his response of late is, it's on the list, because we got 50 million freaking things going on. But it's the ability. I mean, him and I jump on every Zoom call, and we say hi by shooting each other a bird, and then we get to work.
That's literally our like emoji in our Facebook chat.
Yeah, it very much is. So if you didn't know, in your Facebook Messenger, you can change your thumbs up to a different emoji. Ours is the finger.
Yeah, which they took out. Yeah. Somehow we still have it, but you can't like do that anymore. So
right,
that emoji's gone.
That's awesome. So
yeah, but that's I think I was just gonna say that's really key. If you're the entrepreneur, you need to have that person in your world, even if they aren't actively helping you grow the company, who you can have those conversations with. Yeah. And you need to surround yourself with those people who are going to tell you, all right, you can do that, but you're dumb because I did that and here's what happened. So that you can have people who help you. Because most of us, when we began the entrepreneur, it was our family and friends who don't do that at all and can't comprehend the whole concept of it.
And I would add in there that you need to be putting yourself around other people who have done what you want to do, so that they can tell you what you're doing in your business, because we're all great at telling other people what to do with their businesses and how they should fix it. But, the lawyer doesn't have a will. It's because once you're in your own stuff, you can't get out of your head enough to look at the different pivots and moves. You got to have other people that can say, hey, you should be doing this. And you're going to go, no shit, I know that. I tell other people to do that, right? But you got to put those type of people in your life. So,
and that's why programs like the Champions Table are so important for businesses as they're scaling, to have those other people who are either where you're at right now or just a couple steps ahead of you, where you can have those real talks and everyone is in there to support you and wants to see everyone else succeed.
100%. So, guys, I think if the bottom line of this one is, being an entrepreneur is tough. You are going to find yourself along the way. You're going to get punched in the face. You're going to have to get up every day and keep getting after it. But you're going to have to find particular structure and processes. And early on, you've got to chase the revenue. You've got to chase the things that'll pay the bills, and then keep pivoting as you learn to add higher ticket items or higher ticket, services, products, or the likes, and continue to put those type of things in there. And then surround yourself with absolute badasses that can have the strengths that you don't have, or people that can look into your business with a different set of eyes. And join things like Champions Table. So as always, guys, if you got any value, tips, or tricks out of this, do us a favor and make sure you're subscribed. If you're on YouTube, ring the bell so you can know every time a new episode comes out. If you're listening on podcast, subscribe or follow, and please share this episode out with at least one person and tell them how and why they should be listening to Growth Mode. Love you, mean it. See you, bye.